Welcome to another quick vintage story guide for patch 1.20. This time we're going to be covering the rideable and tameable elks. How to acquire them, what to equip them with when you've got one, and how they're best used. But anyway, let's get started. We have Innis back here, a treasure hunter trader. This is ultimately where you're going to be able to get an elk. A requirement beforehand, before they will even give you the option of selling one, is that you do need to clear the Resonance Archives area. This is done first, again, at the Treasure Hunter Trader. You can find the location of it by giving them a tin bronze pickaxe, and then you make your way there and you do the fun dungeon. But afterwards, you can come back here and talk to the Treasure Hunter Trader, and they will offer to sell you an elk. Now, you do need 100 rusty gears for this. You will also, in addition to that, already need to have the saddle and one of the bridles to use with the elk. When it comes to the bridle, there are two. These things, they all just take leather and strips and bits, nails and strips. So you can either get a curb bit or a snaffle bit. The snaffle bit will just control the elk like your player. WASD will just move forward and backwards as you press it. With a curb bit, when you press W, you will accelerate, and when you press S, you will decelerate. And then when you let go, the creature will keep moving. But anyway, 100 gears, saddle and bridle, of course. You'll buy the elk, and then he should be outside. And here's our elk. So, first off, we can attach a head medallion to it. Another helpful thing with the elk is that you can attach a rope to it to get it to go where you want it to go. But you can attach a head medallion, so this is now an owned elk, and when an elk is owned, you can use a bone flute to call it to you. So once you have the elk situated, you can equip it with your saddle and your bridle. And these are all just... There we go. A little finicky on the spot sometimes, especially when they're moving, but you just hold shift and place it, and you're good to go. And then that's all you need for the elk. As it stands, you can just right click on it, and you have an elk that is good to go, and they go pretty damn quick, and you know, do about what is advertised. Now, a couple more things, and if you crouch, you'll dismount the elk. A couple more things you can do. These are some nice things that you can consider attaching to your elk. They can take a lantern on the front to help you see. They can have a saddle blanket just to look a little nice. You can attach a cooking pot to hang off of them, which is, you know, ideal for a long journey. You'll be able to just have that at the ready, not taking up inventory space. You can store a bed with them, and you can store saddlebags, both sturdy and otherwise, just depending on the leather you use for them. And the sturdy bags are 20 slots. I think the regular ones are something like 12 or 16. But this is a now fully tricked out elk with everything you could want, and you're ready to ride it off. Now, in the event of an unfortunate accident, say you happen to just hit your elk and it attacks you like that, you can just resolve that. Either it attacks you or runs away, which was what I was expecting from it, but You can always call it back with the bone flute, and it may try to run away again when it gets back to you, but when you get back onto the elk, it usually fixes all the problems, except I suppose aggression if you've made it angry, but seemingly it up and down a couple times and everything is resolved. Now, if something happens to your elk, they have a relatively robust health pool of 30, but if they are injured and hurt, they won't immediately die. They will go into a mortally wounded state for 24 hours, and from this, they are recoverable with any sort of poultice, any healing item that you can use, and that'll just be hold shift while you're using the item on them, and you have to heal them a pretty good bit for them to recover from this. But once you get there, they're right back up, and it's no problem. That's really all you need to know to get started with your own elk in patch 1.20, and get on a long journey to see the new content. It is quite far away. But anyway, I hope this helps someone out there, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.